Maybe you've heard me talk about my pop-pop, my mom's dad, a very dear man. I've called him the single person with the deepest conviction and the strongest faith that I've ever known. It is my grandfather who was the reason that we all went to Sunday school and went to church. Far beyond the physical act of going to services and merely being present for worship, it was my grandfather, the man who lived a quiet daily life so enriched and joyful because of his faith. Dedication to the Lord, to a Christian life, to his family, and to the daily application of my pop-pop's faith defined his life. You didn't see every moment of it, and he surely wasn't going to fill you in on each aspect expressed privately. But if you knew Henry, you knew what his life was all about. Our family's Christmas tradition began when my brother and I were small children. My wonderful mom was ill, so Nana and Pop-Pop came to stay with Barry and me on Christmas Eve. They slept over, and Nana handled the passing out of gifts from Santa on Christmas morning. I'm so lucky to write that this tradition continued through 1996. We'd attend a candlelight Christmas service, Christmas Eve, at our church every year. Pop-Pop seemed less well, less himself that Christmas. In church on Christmas Eve, we sang "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." And as the powerful church organ played such a meaningful and emotional hymn, I quietly looked at my grandfather. I watched him belt out each note of that joyous song that proclaims Christ, the newborn King. I started to consider, right there inside the church, how I might ever feel Christmas the same way when the time would come for my grandfather's return to the Lord. Pop-Pop so powerfully, from memory, sang each verse as I looked ahead and admired my grandfather. On January 9th, in his sleep, Henry Ruggie went to heaven. I was right to wonder how I'd ever feel Christmas that way again. In church at Christmas has never felt the same. Last evening, I went with my very best friend, who is reconnecting with his faith, to a Christmas midnight mass. Pop-Pop was on my mind. We arrived at 11:30 to enjoy 30 minutes of carols and hymns before the worship service formally began. I enjoyed celebrating the birth of Jesus with my friends, and I enjoyed the hymns, but something was missing. The Mass was concluding, and the parish pastor wished all a Merry Christmas prior to announcing the closing hymn. "Hark, the herald angels sing," he let us know, could be found in our hymnal. I didn't need it. I had my pop-pop. The magnificent church organ played the song that I'd missed so much, and I sang it like I missed it. I sang it like my grandfather showed me. I sang it like he was standing next to me. And as he has on every Christmas since I was a little boy, I believe he was. Merry Christmas.